I don't have a chat room open, unfortunately, because I haven't upgraded my computer yet.
Bienvenidos a SonarFeed, episode 199.
Happy birthday, Hugo episode.
Feliz cumpleaños. Eso. No,
Hey, we're only a few minutes late here because
question.
somebody decided to be practical joker, man, and text us an hour ago and say, hey,
can't
guys,
make it, boys.
I'm not going to make it.
I was spending some quality time with Henny, and it was definitely worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
And but no, man.
No doubt about it.
Monday.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you spent time.
Yes.
It was funny, though, that after I said there was a certain after-hour activity that all of a sudden you showed up. We won't talk about what that activity was.
But it involves amazing cookies.
It does involve amazing
Amazing cookies.
That is a euphemism.
Beth makes good cookies.
Yes. That escalated quickly there, boys and girls.
It was good lunch.
Oh, man.
Beth makes good lunch?
Yes, she does make great lunch.
All right. Anyways, hello everybody. Happy birthday, Hugo.
Thank you, man. Thank you, boys.
I think
And
Mark
girls.
hates you now because you made him move things around at the last minute.
You know what? I am saying that he passed this test with flying colors. He is above and beyond anything that I could have ever imagined in a producer.
I will say.
Who are you, and what did you do with Hugo?
He's a little warm.
Seriously.
I am
You're a little warm.
I know.
Take off your jacket and stay a while.
Boys. I wanted to get suited up for you guys.
That's awesome. So this is episode 199, the Happy Birthday Hugo episode.
Let's go.
Here, the what is today? It's the 16th of January.
Yes, today is the 16th.
I lost the date.
When did that happen?
When
Yeah,
did it
I
happen?
know,
I have
right?
no idea.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating your birthday this week.
Yes.
We celebrated Mark's birthday a couple weeks
Penelope's
ago.
birthday.
And Penny's birthday. That's right. Penny's birthday. My name is Aaron Riley.
Your
AKA,
birthday's coming up next week.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
So I'm gonna have to take a lift. I'm gonna have to take a lift home next week. So
I know a guy.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I'll put
you in touch with him.
I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
drive myself home.
You could
Lifting
have-
myself home when I'm drunk is probably not the best way to use
Don't do
the
that.
lift service. No, I won't.
You're like, oh, look, I got a DUI and lost my job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Double.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
Although I did see somebody
Do what?
get pulled over for DUI. I think I mentioned it on New Year's Eve.
Oh, I
and then
think
I'll
I
have
saw
part of my
that.
story later. I witnessed a DUI accident, I think, and
we
a
don't
fatality
need to talk
accident,
about that one.
and everything else. It was
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
I
So,
have another friend who witnessed that.
Yeah. Oh, that one, the one on
The
405.
Ew.
Oh,
Yeah, it
that's
was bad.
No bueno. No
yeah.
bueno.
So
no
anyway,
bueno.
no, that won't be happening.
Don't-
I won't be doing that.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't ever.
Ever.
Make the phone call before you meet the police, not after. you
Or
meet
send
the
out a
police.
tweet to you know who.
The $10 Uber
Open your
ride
app.
home is way better than the
Open your app, make a phone call, text,
Even
whatever.
if it's a $20 or $50.
Even a
ride.
$250 limo ride. My name's Aaron Riley, aka Sonar Riley. Next to me tonight, the birthday boy.
Hugo Garcia, a.k.a. Maybe the Seattle.
Across from me, wearing the beautiful jersey
Yeah, what
of
is
the
this?
soccer
Great
family.
Great Christmas gift.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part about the Umbro jersey is you can see Tom's pecs.
Dude,
Yes.
Tom, you're
Yeah, you've
Yo,
been, have you been
dude.
working out?
yoked. I didn't know you were. Oh.
All he does is just push.
It's
Yeah.
over here
Right
smiling
there.
like I do.
Looking down on CenturyLink from his window of his
Last 2 weeks, I've been like all about the rice action. Me and those 3 pillows my ankles sit on top of. I think
Yes.
it's good. So anyway, I'm Tom Biro, a.k.a. Bougie Hooli.
And joining us this year, first time in 2017.
Wow. Big, lot of shows so
I know.
far.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Is the one and only.
Oh, I'm Dave Clark.
There you go.
You can find me at Better Than.
Yeah, better than.
Let's go.
The creator of a new Patreon, which we'll talk about in a a little bit.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Hugo.
Thank you, Kaylee.
Kayla.
Cheers.
Yo,
Happy
cheers,
birthday.
boys. Cheers. Cheers to
Cheers.
everybody.
Cheers.
Everybody at home, when you hear happy birthday, you drink.
Our audience will be very well
Yo, they
lubricated.
fixed my Stein.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
It no longer says Tom Bird.
Not Tom Bird. You know who's upset about that? Is Bird Kyle. Bird Kyle is probably sad now.
He would have come in here and covered up Tom
Yeah,
and just
he
used
loved the
it.
bird.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Isn't that good?
Yo, Hugo's never getting home.
That's a good drink. Very nice drink. It's applesauce, apple liqueur, and brown
I
sugar
can
bourbon.
tell the applesauce, dude. This is
Yeah.
like amazing.
Yep. So, anyways, how was everybody?
Hey,
Everyone good?
I just did what I talked to you about earlier today.
You did. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That'll be fun.
Well, that's get a little mysterious here on the show today.
Yeah.
So we haven't talked to you since last year on the show.
Damn, it's been a long
Has
time.
anything happened in your world?
Yeah, I got laid off.
Boo.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah,
It feels good. Yeah,
Been
hashtag
there.
hire Dave Clark.
Been
Yeah,
there.
like we that it was expected,
Yes,
but
It was. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag hire everybody that's on SonarFeed.
going into
Can
the
we do another podcast, in all seriousness, in the middle of the day?
Yes.
Let's
we
just
should.
do another show
Let's do it.
about like unemployment.
like a resume.
The unemployment podcast. That's actually not a bad idea at all. Like, no.
You have to go in for the meeting.
I love that. On Thursday, I have my phone follow-up meeting.
I never got
And they give
one
you
of
a
those.
3-hour window.
Yeah.
And it's like 10 minutes
Yeah.
that you're going to spend on the phone. And they're just going
Oh
to
my
basically ask you
God,
follow-up
dude,
questions.
are you
And I'm
serious?
like, here's the 39 jobs that I've applied to since January 2nd.
Yeah, and
My
you're only
Jesus.
required to do 3 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I mean, to get the unemployment benefit, you're only required to do
Yeah.
3.
I kind of feel like that's not a high number.
3?
Yeah.
No,
There are states where you have to do 8 a day.
Wow. Oh, 8 a day? 8 a
That-
day
it's
is
1
a
hour.
lot.
That is a lot.
that seems
And you
like
can,
But
you can also
unrealistic.
go to like a big
That's the
company
route
and post
to-
for 10 a day at once, like one click.
yeah, but eight a day meaning 40 a week. That's a fast track to underemployment.
Oh, totally.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like since
Well, you don't have to take the opportunity. You just have to apply.
in many states
Depends on what
if
it
you,
is.
If
Oh,
you are
really?
the one that turns it down, they
Yeah.
can cut your
Interesting.
unemployment check.
Wow.
I didn't,
Because
yeah.
you had the option to work and you chose not to. So why is yeah.
Yeah. Seriously.
So yeah, learned that the last time I was on. But
Amazing.
Yeah.
yeah, I did find out there was almost the exact same job, but for Amazon.
Oh, really?
And yeah, they wanted to play below Seattle's upcoming minimum wage.
Wow. For the
Do
same job you
content
were doing.
moderation, where their job application literally warned against pornography
Oh.
and death videos.
We did talk about that. That's right.
So I decided not to do that.
Yeah, good call.
Why's that, Dave?
Oh,
'Cause-
Sookie. Oh, Sookie.
Damn. Guys, TOD, 7:46 p.m.
Oh,
So, in honor of your birthday,
There
at
you go.
the German pub, the Berliner pub here in
the Berliner pub.
beautiful downtown Renton, we are doing German
chocolate
cake
cake.
shots.
And in case you missed it,
Thank you.
y'all, you have to take a drink with us. So
Get your drinks.
Get your drinks ready.
Lick the sugar, take the shot, bite the lemon.
I'll do everything but the lemon. The lemon part I don't like. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy
Cheers,
birthday,
y'all.
Hugo.
Happy birthday
Please coop-
to
yeah,
everybody, including Mark.
Cheers.
And
Seriously.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
spill.
Pre-happy birthday for you too, man.
Congratulations on turning 20.
Yes.
That's right.
20
Amen.
21
Bring
for-
that man
Again.
another shot.
Because as long as you go around, every day is a 2-0. I don't
way
shoot
better without the
shots.
lemon.
Thanks.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I respectfully disagree. That's amazing.
I don't like the lemon. I like the flavor of lemon on the sugar, but I don't like the full-on lemon
Gotcha.
aftertaste.
I'm okay with it.
That was
Anyways,
good.
That
I'll
was
do that.
tasty.
So, Dave, you are in the process of
Yeah, I'm looking. So I
hire
decided
Dave
to write
Clark.
more fiction.
Yep.
So I got a Patreon for that. Just look at my Twitter and then
Oh, that's right. I'm a
sponsor
patron.
me.
Or
Nice.
a patron or patron.
Uh,
Soy
um,
patron.
Patreon.
Soy
Here-
patron.
there's a little
Soy
hidden
patron.
benefit in there.
Yes.
When I hit $74 a month,
Yes.
my
Oh.
patrons will get to tell me a Sounders feature to write, not just
Nice.
fiction. So,
Oh, I like that. That's
So
going to be
how's
and
that
we're
good.
gonna
talking like
happen?
long formy stuff. I'll,
Yeah.
I'll put it up on the site for anybody who is a patron and be like, hey, I'm taking submissions.
Nice.
It'll be a long form thing that I don't normally have time to do on Sounder Dart, and so I thought it was a good way because most people who know me through soccer, and so you
Yeah.
can support both my both of my passions.
That's awesome, man.
I
We
like
should
it.
all maybe be semi-professional one episode on SonarFeed just so we can put it all in our LinkedIn profile.
Well, this is back to your daily one. We should do a day.
And make this episode hidden.
We're all going to be drunk in like 20 minutes, dude. That's not
Have
really
you
going to
met us?
happen. Yeah. So anyway,
Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, so that's Dave. Tom, how's life for you?
Yeah, man.
You hurt your ankle, and then were brave enough to go out and save the team Wednesday night and play
You
and
did?
score the winning goal
No.
and block
Oh
the
my
shot
God.
off the line.
no, I stood on the sideline. I stood on the sideline and
Yeah, I
then
know.
realized that when you wear shoes that are bigger,
Yeah.
like you should have bigger socks on inside them, and it's cold out. The cold air just kind of hangs out in the empty
sits
space
in
in your
there.
shoe.
Ooh.
So that probably didn't help.
No me gusta.
Yeah.
But no, I did not play soccer. But thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Am I going to get in trouble?
Yeah, I got thrown under the bus already.
I think I did that on
Brendan's
Wednesday,
like,
too.
I couldn't score on Aurora. I also play center back. So do you know what's not my job? Scoring.
On Aurora or scoring?
I
What
could
up,
kick the
boys?
ball across Aurora,
Yes.
but
yes,
I don't.
you could.
Yeah,
Probably not with that ankle. So,
probably not today.
yeah, not
You
today.
guys didn't hear that? That was 2 happy birthdays behind us.
Yes.
Boom.
So how about you?
Dude.
Yeah, we're a little distracted today if you're watching us online.
Yeah,
we're
so-
moving. We're talking about Hugo now.
Yeah, we're talking
For a
about Hugo.
second, man. Once you get to birthdays past 35, 20,
Two.
it's always
No.
not as super exciting as when they were below the 30 line, you know what I mean? So, needless to say, I wasn't like super excited.
How are you?
But, man, just getting all the love and
Yeah.
like messages, it just hyped me up, man. It like pumped me up a lot, and
Get you going.
it got me going. I was excited to because it's my niece's birthday. I was really fixated on getting her the Josefina American Girl doll.
Latina
And-
girl.
Yes, the Latina version
Yeah.
of American Girl.
Is it
And
actually branded that way?
It
too?
is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's pretty
It's
much
still.
it.
Is it American Girl?
It's American
X?
Girl, and
Yeah,
just
you didn't know
and
about
no, it's only American Girl, but the names they just go by different names.
Oh, got it, okay.
And her name,
Oh, okay.
Josefina, pretty much is her Latina heritage. There's a whole book on it on her, but there's a series of books.
Where can you get those books at?
Uh,
The King County Library
the King
system.
County Library System, but also Seattle
Or Seattle
Public Library.
Yes.
But it's like very much a thing. Like, it's not just you go into Toys R Us and get this doll. You can't just go to like Target. You can order on Amazon at a premium, but you literally have to go into the only store in Washington, which is up in Linwood. And it's not just a store, sir and gentlemen. It is an experience. They have a cafe. They have a spa. They have a salon for
Wait,
the dolls.
Don't
There's
they re-
a spa.
Don't they call
Yes.
the like repair facility the hospital?
Yes, dude. It is no joke.
So this is like Cabbage Patch Kids on like
steroids.
Yeah.
like all the steroids.
yeah.
Like the 90s.
Yes.
All those
Yeah.
steroids.
And
Yeah.
it's interesting because it's very popular in the Midwest and South, not so much out here.
Right,
As
we only have
popular.
one.
We have one in Linwood.
Right.
But that's it. And it very.
But I know people from the Midwest who've gone to New York
Yes.
and like their kids want them to like stream
Yep.
them walking through the store to like pick stuff
telling,
out.
I was telling
Yeah.
Hugo this story Saturday night because
Jeez.
we were hanging
No.
out, and I have a cousin. He and his son have a goal to go to every Major League Baseball
I'll read that,
stadium
yeah.
in the country. And what they do with his daughter and his aunt is whenever they visit a market for the Major League Baseball stadium, they go to the American Girl store that's nearby. And so they're about 80% through the U.S.'s Major League Baseball stadiums. And that means they're only about like 30% through American Girl, but I have a feeling that they'll get through those.
But I think you can buy like third row above the dugout Yankee Stadium tickets for less than like 2 American Girl outfits.
It was
Oh, yeah.
it's an outlay. It was like like the family they
Dude,
fly.
How much are they?
Last summer's
They're
very nice. I mean, they're very well
was,
done.
San
It is
Francisco,
$120
Oakland,
for a doll.
Yeah.
for a
Seattle.
doll.
and
Yeah, and that the amount of accessories that you can get is
So you were accessorizing?
ridiculous. What's that?
You were accessorizing?
I was definitely accessorizing, and this leads me to a big shout out to Sarah McNally from our
nice.
friends and family,
Yeah.
Constellation Co.
Yep.
She saw my quest to acquire this doll, which was, I didn't know I could not walk into a toy store on Saturday. So I drove at the very last second, speeding more than it should be, to try
Just
to get
say,
60
to,
like,
miles an hour.
you were
60.
driving, at appropriate
Yes.
speed.
Yes, very appropriate. To get to the store before they closed at 9. And I got the doll, and it was the most exciting time in my life I'm ever going to be about buying a doll ever, man.
Well, I remember another story of you and a doll.
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Wow.
Not at all.
Let's just keep going with this story.
Yes, let's stick with this one. And
Let's come back to that.
Okay.
Sarah reached out, and pretty much it happens to be it was her favorite doll too, Josefina. Can you guys believe that?
Wait, say what?
She had the same doll, and it was her favorite doll too.
No way.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
super cool,
That is
actually.
cool.
What's even cooler, and I'm beyond grateful, is that she pretty much gave Penny as a gift a lot of the same accessories and dresses for Josefina.
Uh-huh.
So Penny got like a swag bag of accessories, dresses, sarapes, shawls, a little.
Do you want to tell the audience what a sarape is?
A sarape is basically like a
It's a
poncho.
wrap that can
It's
be
a
used-
poncho, but it's without a hood. It's kind of like a wrap. It's kind of like a blanket with a hole in the middle, so you can basically put your head through it and you keep warm. That's what a sarape is. A bed. She had a little. Oh man, I can't. I'll tweet some photos, man. But it was amazing, and Penny is very appreciative. I am very appreciative. And that's why I was running a little late, because I was literally playing with her in her kitchen with her doll, trying out the different outfits.
Nice.
Yeah, man, it was cool. It was really cool.
I like that.
No, it was awesome.
That's good.
So basically, you hit it out of the park.
Yes, thanks to my friends.
Well, you had some ingenuity and
Yes.
the help of your friends.
Yes, exactly. That's great.
For sure.
And yet
for sure.
again, like, Sounders Land comes through.
Comes through.
Dude,
Well,
amazing.
Yeah, it's funny because you tweeted me or texted me. Excuse me. You texted me at like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock on Saturday. Said, "Hey, are you near Alderwood?" And
There was some seriousness happening
yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah. Like I thought for sure you wanted me to go up there.
No.
I'm like, I was 26 miles away, but
Yeah, but then I realized I was 26 miles away.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah. Well, then the funny part was I was there at like 1 in the morning,
ya?
or 2 o'clock in the
Oh,
morning.
that's funny.
Up at I dropped off like 2 blocks from the mall.
Nice.
At a house.
Not
So
even to say hello to me.
yeah. Well,
Love
good.
it.
So good birthday weekend.
yes, it was great, dude.
Good.
It was great. A lot
Awesome.
of quality time, and an amazing cake, and quality time with my parents.
Good.
Yeah, a cake that I know you guys love.
The Tres Leches?
What up? Wow, thank you so much.
Is that what you got with the
No, that
Tres
wasn't
Leches?
Tres Leches. It was chocolate cake, but
Okay.
the design and the customization.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Oh,
Yeah. Very good.
It was the poop emoji cake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was good. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, you
Yeah.
you sent us a text with the poop emoji. That was
Yeah,
pretty.
it was
That was
great.
pretty
You
awesome.
didn't notice that?
Good.
What about you, man?
Good
didn't?
week. I will talk about it in a little bit, but I just met
I
with
won't
Lamar
watch that
Nagel
one.
today.
It's
We talked a little bit with
Let's
Lamar.
go.
That was
How's he
good.
doing?
Really good.
Yeah?
His baby is adorable.
I bet.
Adorable baby.
Here or less?
2 months.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah,
You just had
2
it.
months.
Just- wow.
So 2-month-old baby. Got to hang out with him and his wife and the
Nice.
baby for an hour. We had coffee and talked about life and SonarFeed tournament a little bit, which was good. I drove a lot over the weekend, and
Saw that, man. I saw that.
did kind of one of those weird split shifts where I basically worked all night. I drove the drunks to the bar. I picked the drunks up at the bar, and then I picked up the people in the morning that were waking
Wait,
up. to
there
go
were
home.
drunk people
Yes, a lot of them.
in
A lot of them.
Seattle?
I should have been
know.
one of them, but I was not.
Including those that should not have been on the road. We talked about that already, but there was, again, make sure you take a Lyft, Uber, taxi, walk, bus, do something else. I saw 3 drunk driving incidents. One that ended in a fatality. One that I
drove by it?
Oh yeah.
Holy.
Like I was 20 cars behind it when it happened. So then and that scared me. That shook me a little bit to my core. And I was telling people that night, I'm like, don't drive, because one person was going to get out and drive herself home, and I'm like, I'll drive you home. I'll even turn off the meter, which I didn't, but.
Right.
I was like, I will get it for free. I'll give you $10 back on the ride, because I don't want you driving tonight because you are drunk. Wow. And then another person who had an accident left her car. And and then someone on the freeway at 2 a.m. when I was up by Linwood, who was driving 10 miles an hour with their hazards on in the center lane of 405, which is 3 lanes wide.
Wow.
Yeah, that was bad. So I called 911 twice this weekend. So that was pretty cool. So, anyways, yeah. So be careful out there, folks.
Be careful.
Be really careful, for real.
Be careful, man.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's why I only drive when I'm awake, because otherwise, if you're even a little bit tired
Yeah. No bueno.
at that time, it's not good.
Screw that.
So, anyway, so we got the tournament. Good news. Driving was an interesting driving weekend this weekend. We're gonna get some rain finally.
Are we
What's
really?
that?
Tomorrow. We're gonna
What's
get
rain?
1 to 3 inches of rain
Oh, nice.
in the next 36 hours.
I'll take it. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'll survive.
And
We're
then in
used to it.
Portland, Portland's gonna get ice. Anywhere from, if you saw Shiva's post earlier, anywhere from a quarter inch of ice up to 20 inches, because the graphic went up to 2 and then it jumped to 20.
That's hilarious.
It was,
So
it was an error,
basically-
obviously.
So I'm trying to think. So from there, which way does the river flow from Portland? Because I'm just thinking about, like, if you wanted cool stuff from Portland, where you need to post up to wait for it to
Astoria.
just
Astoria.
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
just
I
it'll
think
show
so.
up there, right?
Shout out to
Probably.
Astoria. They're going to be the new headquarters of where my organization that I work at,
Nice.
Craft 3.
I mean, somebody has to have a job. So
That's true. Knock on wood. Keep that going, and let's keep expanding that to everybody
There you
as soon
go.
as possible.
There
Let's
you go.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, so other than that, yeah, life is good.
Nice, man.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Good week.
guys, Red Lobster Linwood is the party spot.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
I have never been to a Red Lobster in my life.
Like in your life?
In my life.
Do you know what's good for you?
What's that?
Not doing
Are you
that.
serious? The commercials don't look that crappy, or do they?
Yeah.
Or am I not? No.
There are like 2 times a year that it's worth going there.
The Crab Fest or the Lobster, whatever, the Shrimp Fest or whatever.
Shrimp Fest.
Yeah.
And then like some other time that you're like, I really want some Cheddar Bay biscuits.
But you know what? You go to Costco and you can buy a whole box of them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
and they're
we-
really good.
Oh,
For
no, we
real.
don't buy those. We
Yeah.
bought the.
we have them at home.
You know which ones are also good? Dave's Famous Barbecue.
Yeah.
Those biscuits are really good.
Yes, they
Corn-
are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
the
got that at
cornbread.
Costco, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We use that.
That
for
was pretty
tailgating.
effective of us. We just cruised through like 25 minutes
Uh-huh.
Nice.
talking about
Birthday parties?
drunk driving
Drunk-
fatalities, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's not funny.
American Girl.
American
American
Girl,
Girl
So you got all your sponsorship.
and a couple of
Yeah.
random other things.
Yeah, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's good. So how do we talk about soccer?
Some
Should
shit
we-
happened.
Should we
So
do that?
a schedule came out.
A sounder schedule
Holy
came out.
cow, it
Best
did.
schedule.
Yeah, what's your take on this? Because I'm about
I don't think anybody's ever
Well,
liked the schedule.
I'm
The same
I
people
thought
complaining
about
about the
exactly
schedule
that.
right now
yeah.
complained 4 years ago when the Sounders played through international dates.
Yes.
Oh my God, how dare you play through international dates? 3 years later, the same people that demanded that are rather surprised that there are a bunch of midweek games.
so
You
on
get
that
one
note,
or the other.
On that note, like we can talk through. We don't need to analyze the schedule.
We should talk about every single
Though we,
date.
I mean, we could. I mean, if we
Not
wanted
really.
to be like the most stereotypical soccer podcast of all time,
Yes.
we'd be like, I mean, guys, playing that team on a Wednesday means
my
that the
God.
sun is going to be rising at this time of day. And
Well,
no,
hey.
let's not do that.
So there,
Why not?
I mean, there's that. I mean, the good thing is, I remember when the Cascadia Cup in MLS was like the Sounders had 2 home games and 4 on the road, and that kind
Yeah.
of blew.
Right.
So
I-
they've
so-
kept with the 3-3 rotation
Yep.
for all 3
Right.
teams.
So this
which
year
is
we're
good.
Yeah, it is. We're 2 home against Portland and 2 away against Vancouver. Right?
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
so
They
they've
hosed
equalized that.
Vancouver.
Yes, equalized it.
They did. So here's
Oh, I
here's the
didn't see
thing.
Vancouver
The travel
schedule.
for
So
Vancouver is awful.
two things on the
Friday.
schedule. It's all weekdays. 2 Wednesdays and a Friday.
2 Wednesdays, 1 Friday.
Whoa, whoa,
So-
whoa, whoa! They're playing Wednesday Cascadia
Yes,
Cup
twice.
in Portland.
No,
or here.
Once,
I
once
just said
there,
Vancouver.
once in Vancouver, once here. Friday.
Our
there.
games. Jesus, our games are Wednesday. I haven't even looked.
So
that
that,
deeply
so
at the
that was
schedule.
what I was going to talk about. Two
So-
things on the schedule
dude.
that jump out. So we had a meeting.
Yeah, dude.
Heather Satterberg and I had a meeting with the club last week. Just we do our monthly kind of sit down, rap about whatever. And it was literally like 15 minutes after the schedule came out. And we sat down, and it was like, okay, so I know the Vancouver thing is a little
Right.
not awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Any other concerns that jump out to you guys? And realistically, there's a lot of weekday, and there's that Friday night game.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's not. I was
But
saying, yeah.
we spent a lot of time talking to them, and we had an insight on how the league works with scheduling, and we were told in no uncertain terms that clubs 1-1 get to choose whether they play through international breaks or not. And it's not just clubs that don't have 4, 5, 6, 7 players that might go. Clubs just decide they don't want to do it. And the Sounders have wholeheartedly chosen not to play through the windows.
Good.
So they're
Well,
given that option
yeah.
as the schedule is put together.
Yeah.
And they're aware of everything we all talk about
Yeah.
when you miss 3 guys,
Oh, yeah.
because of whatever.
Right.
And while we lucked out in a couple of times last year because like late in the year that we got Ladero back, we
Yeah.
got Jordan back,
Yeah.
and so on, like it worked out.
Yeah.
They're aware of the impact that can have on
Sure.
the team.
In 2017, there'll be 3 games affected by
Right.
international
Total.
play.
As opposed to
But
like 10.
It could be 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I could.
And all of them are related to the Gold Cup. There's
Yep.
one game that's 2 days before the Gold Cup starts.
Okay.
Clearly,
That'll be
anybody
affected.
that's called up to the Gold Cup will not be there.
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing
And
on
then
that.
the
But that's
no-
also something that a lot of people here, forget the club and country thing for a second. People who actually care about the Gold Cup as opposed to like, I missed a game for a friendly.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
Well, and that's against Houston here. That's the June 4th game. So we don't know how Houston will be when they
They
keep
might
going,
be
but
really good
They might
now.
be good
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
They've
They're
signed
basically the
everyone.
Honduran national team at this
Right.
point.
It's crazy.
Their coaches, their new coach is pretty popular.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 are for the knockout rounds. The entire league is
Yeah.
taking the Gold Cup group stage off. And then
Then it
got-
would be New York and Orlando potentially
So,
for the group stage.
My
so
only,
it's pretty okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that approach was fine.
I didn't know about Vancouver though. I let off with. I was joking. I didn't really. I honestly. But the Vancouver kind of it sucks. To be honest,
It
with
does.
you. Wednesday,
It
Friday.
does because Vancouver is the one of the 2 that like we knew we needed to work on from an attendance standpoint.
And that's not gonna
And
happen this
having
year.
a Wednesday and now the Friday, I think might actually do all right.
Drive up Friday, stay
Because I
over.
could see people
It's
doing
gonna
a
be terrible.
weekend.
Yeah.
The Wednesday, man, I just think is going to be hard.
oh yeah, of course.
What's
dude.
going to be interesting too is, I mean, I feel bad for Vancouver because they'll just be stuck at their 19,000 seats sold anyway.
Right.
Because they don't actually sell out. And
Right.
they've
That's Friday.
when they
April
had those
14th,
Saturday and
though.
Sunday games,
Easter
they never bought.
weekend.
Yeah.
When they had their Saturday and Sunday games, Vancouver never bothered to open up the full stadium anyway. So
Right.
But better than us going to
catering
Vancouver.
to them doesn't matter.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Us
not
going there
On 4th
like
of July.
U.S. holidays,
Yes.
you know,
Or
the
Memorial
4th of
Day.
July or
Yeah.
Memorial Day
Yeah.
or Labor Day
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
didn't work.
No.
Easter, I can handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sure. Some of us can, but some people don't. I mean,
no, but-
but if it's a Friday, you could make a weekend out of it though, and make
Look
a
at
true
think of
weekend.
the
out.
children.
Yeah, I know. But maybe the Canadians, because they're so nice, will give all the children candy eggs.
Guys, you
If
get
they go.
Kinder eggs there though.
That's true. You can
So
actually, yes.
So you can bring your children and they can choke on small objects.
You can actually get Kinder eggs at the Mexican stores locally too.
That's
about
a whole
Mexican?
nother discussion.
Yeah,
I heard Mexico.
Kinder eggs.
Kinder eggs that we found.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So.
Surprised me. No.
Okay.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Brendan suggests we should just go and buy the country.
Yeah.
Past my day of jobs, honestly.
You know, one thing I noticed that and I've shared it with you guys already, I think, but and it's not really a big deal. I think the schedule's okay. Actually, I like it. The one thing that's gonna be hard to get used to is that we're gonna have a really lit,
Yeah, a little bit.
bam,
Yeah.
summer, man. Because
Every one Sunday, right?
every game except for one in August is either Wednesday or Sunday.
Yeah,
you know what
like, I'm
happens
not
when
a-
you're a really popular team?
You play on
National
Sunday?
It's
TV.
an MLS Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
we're
That's fine.
like tied for fourth
Thanks.
most amount of
Yeah,
games.
it
Portland has more. They're on TV 15 times. Now there's a reason for that. The final 2 weeks of the season are flex scheduling, so the national broadcasters can bring anybody in. And the Sounders are only on 13 times, so the Sounders will probably be on 14 and 15
Yeah.
times during the end of the season. And Portland won't be added because they're not making the playoffs.
Damn.
What's
Exactly.
a Portland?
The other, like both New York's, I think it was 14 which makes sense. Atlanta's a whopping 15 times.
Wow.
And that's kind of the same reason why in the
What about
expansion
Minnesota?
year, they're hardly on.
That's so jacked up.
But Atlanta's
No,
got
no, the reason is because-
20-something thousand season 32.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't looked in ever.
And it's a brand new
That's
stadium.
crazy.
The same reason why CenturyLink
Wow.
in the expansion year was on TV all the time. Large crowd, and the stadium's actually built so like the TV trucks can just pull up and plug in.
Wow.
Which stadium? I'm
Which
sorry.
the new
Atlanta.
Atlanta one.
It's
Oh
gorgeous.
yeah, because it's the. Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the
It's the
NFL,
NFL one.
stadium,
So-
so they're used to needing 20
You have?
cameras.
Yes.
Same.
I have
like
a friend.
CenturyLink.
I have a friend
Really?
from high school
Yeah.
who is the
Oh, shit, I didn't know
creative
that.
director, essentially, for
Wow.
the Falcons.
Mark was saying
United
he watched
and
every Sounders game from
Mercedes-Benz
Florida.
Stadium.
Okay.
And he and I talked
Oh,
when Atlanta was in town
That
in
was
week.
just a comment.
I'm sorry, we're going to talk
It's all
about
good.
Atlanta for a second,
There you go. Go ahead.
but Falcons week 6, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so when they were here, we
Oh, yeah.
went and had some drinks for a few hours
nice.
and shut the breeze. And he was just talking to me about the stadium, and he's like, "It's gonna be amazing." And he's like a big sports guy, has worked for the Bears, works for the Falcons now, is working obviously for the soccer team in the stadium, and he has nothing but really, really good things to say about the park.
Right.
And that like all the like visuals and things we've been seeing for the last few years
Right.
are, I think they're actually going to happen.
Wow, that's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You know-
which will make that. I mean, that would be a fun away trip anyway, because you can go
Oh, yeah.
like.
But we're not
Atlanta
there this
is
year.
a lot
No,
of
next year
fun.
we'll be
Next year, yeah.
Atlanta
Yeah.
is a lot
But
of
next
fun.
year, if they can, I mean, what they need to do, at least in my
stack
opinion,
Orlando.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, I know it's maybe it's cheesy, but you need to stack those kind of trips because that's how you build like
Away support.
A week in May.
soccer
to
doesn't. It doesn't.
Atlanta,
We don't do that in the schedule though.
But we should. But a week stacked in a May, going to Atlanta and Orlando, would draw a ton of people. Well, maybe June, whatever. But I'm thinking schedule.
Not August.
But not August.
Yeah.
Yeah, August is going to be too hot.
But even October, you
right.
could do
But then
it.
I'm thinking school out
in
kind
June.
of stuff. But May or October would be best weather-wise, if not in June.
Right.
But
FTP.
you can do a great week there.
FTP.
I think it'd be a fun trip. I think the stadium's going to be gorgeous,
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I can't
and
wait.
they have Minnesota is
Buckhead.
opening the stadium with them, right?
Buckhead,
I think
that's
it's
all I'm
like
gonna say.
July or whatever.
Yeah.
So
But
good for them.
That's all I'm gonna say. Go there. It's a
Wow.
lot of fun. I went
5
there.
points.
Yeah,
Buckhead.
yeah. Buckhead is the spot.
Oh,
that's the name-
Buckhead.
Yeah, that's the spot to go to and hang out.
No, not that other name.
Buck.
All right, Huckleberry,
Head.
go back to work.
It's a lot of fun. And a shout out to my boy Mullis. He's a soccer fan now, and there probably doesn't listen right now, but he will soon. He plays a lot. I don't know. You know, that's interesting about Atlanta. I had this perception that they're a very fair weather fan base because in my experience in going to the game
It's not
down there-
Miami.
Right. I went to a game, Seahawks game, a year after they were really good in the playoffs. They took the Seahawks out of the playoffs, actually. And I went to that game thanks to my boy Aaron here, actually, who made that trip happen. Thank you
Oh
very much.
shoot, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude.
That's right.
And that stadium, they weren't as great the following year, but that stadium was empty.
Yeah.
And they got fined and lost a playoff pick because they got caught piping noise into their stadium.
Yep.
And they've had a lot of movements in hockey teams. And what was the other one? I can't remember which one.
They lost hockey twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Oh,
Atlanta,
yeah, that's right. They're the Jets now, right?
Atlanta's
And the Calgary
interesting
Flames.
And they're Flames. Yeah.
in that the Braves
Although
now
Atlanta
moved
Flames
as well.
is a pretty
Yes,
cool
and they
name.
moved from like
Downtown,
the city to
except
the
for
Yeah,
suburbs.
burbs.
Yeah.
Which is a weird. To me, that's a weird.
Well, they were
Different thing.
already actually kind of in the burb. Turner was downtown, and they moved out after only like 19 years.
Yeah.
They basically hosed.
Atlanta
the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that was built for the Olympics, wasn't it? Originally, the Turner Stadium.
No,
96.
that was Braves. That was all Braves.
No,
It's
it
like
was all
custom
Oh, that was all
built.
Braves.
Yeah,
It's
I went there.
What did
It
they
was
build?
all Braves.
baseball.
I thought they built something for
Dude, the Braves are on their third stadium
Yeah, okay.
since any of us have been watching baseball.
Fair.
Which
That's
is dumb.
pretty much
Yeah.
it. And it is
Yeah, it's
super
dumb.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Fulton County.
Oh, that's right, Fulton County. That's right. Yeah, Turner.
Yep.
And now
this new thing.
whatever it's called. What's it called?
No, Buckhead is a neighborhood, sorry. Buckhead. Oh, is it really?
No. No, it's in like Marion County, like way up. No.
Lickett made a good point when back a minute ago to the.
It happens
I know.
sometimes.
That's why I wanted to
Are you
notate it.
sure?
Even the blind
I wanted to
squirrel
notate
fucking
it because it's such
I'm
a
gonna go back and look.
rarity. But I was talking about the people traveling, and maybe he's right. It would be the same group traveling, but it would be much funner to do like a stacked trip.
Would it be more funner?
By the way,
funner.
you don't
More
want to
funner.
stack trip or
Funniest.
Atlanta and Orlando. You're not going to drive between those cities. It's like 9.5 hours,
What the?
Well, I would.
and it's garbage.
I would definitely fly.
It's literally 9.5
would.
hours through
Thank
nothing.
I would drive it.
The stack trips you want are things like Philly and DC, Cobb County,
Cobb County.
Philly
Nice.
and DC,
Yeah.
Mark's moving
New
to
York
Flowery
and Philly,
Branch.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
stacking it for people who are visiting for a Portland and Seattle.
Yes.
You want something where you can rent your car and not have to pay the relocation fee.
You don't really do that in most states.
No.
Right.
Right.
There's a
Yeah.
couple up
Real
northeast, and
states.
There's basically us in Cascadia.
So what are we
Like,
gonna
you don't
do
even
with,
at San Francisco, LA.
all these Sunday games? Like every day, Sunday, all year, every year. Sunday's
So it's
recovery day. So
like
now we have no recovery day. It's
when
gonna be
you go to
Saturday and
Seahawks games.
Saturday.
Exactly.
Oh shit, that's right.
But you
Yeah.
won't be tailgating for 8 hours. Before.
But that's pretty
Only
much what we
3.
do though.
Only
Because
3, right?
No, because most people get down there at least 2 hours before game, and then
Yeah, 2 hours.
the game, and then 2 hours of the game. You're looking at a 5. Yeah,
Yeah, but your 5-hour game versus 12 for a
Game-
Seahawk game.
true.
When you go to a Seahawk
No,
game,
we're not yet.
it's a
Yeah,
12-hour
yeah.
event
Yeah.
ish.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be no. It's still Mondays are gonna be a slow start this summer.
And then I think, do we have like a 1 o'clock East Coast kick? We're in
what?
New York or something? Yeah. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, at 10 a.m. or 1 o'clock there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, Philly on October 1st is a 10 a.m. Pacific.
Tom, we're
start.
getting in that boring schedule
Damn.
chatter.
We are.
We're-
Let's
but
get out
the
of
Deep
it.
Oh my
dive
God, we
on
did.
that.
Why? Why?
I
why
wanted
do
to
we
make
have
2 points on the schedule, and then Aaron
Okay.
started talking.
What?
Anyway, so schedule. All that really matters is the Vancouver thing sucks,
Yes.
but our team has, I think, our interests in mind in how they
Yeah.
opted in and out of things.
I would concur with that 100%. Because, again, like Dave said, I mean, we all, the group here, people listening, complain about having people gone for too many, playing through the brakes.
And you know what?
And I'd rather not play through the brakes.
If 15 of the home games were on Saturday night, people bitch about that too.
They would, yeah.
People literally complain about everything.
Yeah.
My biggest concern is that I've got 2 kids in school, and a 7 o'clock Sunday start and a 7 o'clock Wednesday start.
Most of the Sundays are like afternoon. not
That's
evening.
good. If they are, that's great. But if 7 o'clock start with
There are
kids,
a couple of those.
I mean, yes, we could, but we choose to actually
Lily's
put
coming.
education. Yeah, Lillian will, but we put education before sports. And so,
So they're not going to Wazoo.
The 7
correct,
o'clock ones.
absolutely.
Just
Yes.
checking.
So I made the comment in the chat room.
Mark made the
Marcus Sam
comment.
made a comment in the chat room
A good comparison. Baseball,
comparing
Baseball.
baseball. Sorry, go ahead.
Good.
162
162 games.
games. 140 of them start at 7 o'clock.
140 of them start at 7 o'clock.
No.
That's right. Yeah.
They start at 7:10.
7:10. Whatever. 7:05.
No, 7:10. Because they're on 7:10 ESPN Seattle. They pay for that bill.
Yeah.
Really?
But 7 o'clock start. 7 o'clock ish start. But that's why we don't go to baseball games
You
during the
could be
week
more
either.
pragmatic and just not have kids.
Well, that would be great. But that's
Yeah.
I'm part of that club.
hey.
Mark, just because you don't.
That's
Never
why I
mind.
have a niece, and I love her.
Yeah, that was the best. Yeah, I agree. Yes.
But I love your kids.
All right.
The unsaid
I live
jokes are
vicariously
the
through
best.
other
So
people's
anyway,
kids.
Let's jump to a Sounders-related topic that we're all super excited about.
The
Oh.
draft.
No, the draft is next.
Harry
I do wanna go
ship
draft.
jokes.
That ship sailed a long time ago.
Man, we got
No one
something
saw
brewing
that
tonight.
coming. Stop.
Oh,
Do it again,
damn,
Dave.
That was good. I didn't. Damn, that was
He didn't
good.
even
I can't
realize
bear
No,
the
at
this.
joke
first
you made.
I did. No, I got
He
it.
was like, oh, wait. Oh, shit.
I feel like the show is drifting.
That. Oh.
Oh.
All right, so let's put it back on track.
Let's set sail.
Let's put it up in dry dock
Nice.
and talk about
The new sounder skit?
no something better than that.
Oh my.
What's
excited.
What's better than that, Aaron?
Well,
Well,
our new
our new
writer for the Seattle Times is a guy that I have blocked. How am I going to get my Sounders news?
I
It's Thunder and
actually
Hard.
do really want to talk about this.
I do too.
Oh
But
my
anyways,
God.
Because I made a joke and I was not expecting any sort of response. But I was like, hey, Jeremiah Oshan, Sounder at Heart should be having a fucking parade right now. And he responded, I know
Yeah.
we already had one or something like that.
Yeah. It's
So,
how do I? But just
yeah.
all seriousness, like.
Previous work experience, an organization that is going into the
Oh,
dumpsters
yes.
has to ask their employees to do multiple jobs.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that is what is
And
happening.
I love that the people who are positive, and I'm sorry, like Lisa and others who support the show and come
Yeah.
out here are like trying to be constructive and positive, and I respect that.
I was
But
too.
at the same time, people are like, the justifications are, well, I wanted to do a sucker podcast with Matt.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I
You
wanted to do but
literally-
didn't do a lot of stuff. You don't get credit for what you want to do but
Yeah.
don't do.
Well, then we wouldn't be here 200 episodes later.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 199.
Just for
199.
fun, I'm going to book Jeff
Likely
Baker
to be
now.
199.
You're gonna poke him?
I'm going to book Jeff Baker.
Oh, no. Okay, but I think what
Oh, if you
he
poke
was
him
point-
in the belly, dude, I will buy you
no,
drinks.
book him on the show.
Oh, never mind. I thought you said poke him.
So anyway,
I will still buy you like your favorite bottle of tequila if you poke him in
I
the
would,
belly.
yes, I would have him on. I would talk to him. I'll talk to almost anybody. But I think it's interesting though that like when they announced that,
and Brendan wants us to talk about why. So we should.
Oh,
let's actually
why?
talk
Okay,
about
that's a
this.
good point. But I blocked him a long time ago because every single article that he writes, and he's such a at least
Every
from my
single
perspective-
article isn't helpful. Like
No,
for
I
people who
apologize.
don't
Yes.
people who don't understand
Yeah.
why the vitriol, every single article doesn't tell them much.
Correct. But I'm getting there. At least from my perspective, every time I see him, I saw his tweets coming into my feed, and every time I read one of his articles, every single piece of it, and again, this is a broad stroke here, and I'll let you guys talk here too. I saw only negative. I never saw anything spun or talked about in a positive light. Everything was a negative angle with him, and there was nothing there that talked about. He had a very strong agenda. He is very anti-Sonics Arena.
Yeah,
very
man.
anti-Chris Hansen.
But again,
very
he
supportive.
is a columnist.
No.
In a lot of the work he does, it is
But he
as
was-
a columnist.
he was
I
a
just think he's like an
Mariners-
He's not
investigative reporter.
reporting
He was
He was
all
a daily
the time.
beat reporter for the Mariners
He was
for
a daily
years.
beat
For the
reporter.
Mariners.
He,
For the
he
Mariners.
understands beat reporting very well. He's
Yes.
been
I'm not
an
saying he doesn't.
investigative reporter.
Yep.
I'm
on
saying
a lot of
he
business
That's
is
what
a
he does.
columnist in a lot of cases. He's a sports
He's an
columnist.
investigative reporter / columnist.
I would,
from what I see.
I would strongly
Mark says
recommend not
investigative.
pigeonholing him into
fine.
a specific role with the Seattle
No
Times.
matter what.
Like he's a columnist.
Yeah, I'm
He has
with you on
done
that.
Every aspect of journalism underneath the banners of the Seattle Times.
Well,
but there
He's
are
supposed chill.
Mark, do you have an
Mark.
opinion?
yeah. But this
there are
is an
issues
opinion.
with how he approaches.
I think you're
that.
right. You can't pigeonhole him in any direction.
Fair enough.
You can't. Because he has covered stuff where people are like, yeah, that was perfectly fine. Like, I think he's won a couple of awards. Like, he's.
So
I actually, as somebody who likes to write for part of my job,
Yeah.
I actually can't stand his writing.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna remove myself from this because I am very much a fan of the Sonics
Yeah. And the whole idea of getting the arena.
and the arena.
Chris Hansen piece.
And I just after that, I'm just not
How
a
much?
fan.
Like I said, this is where the whole
He's
rue of the day.
anti-Edgar.
Yeah. Oh, is he anti-Edgar?
Work
He-
on that one a little bit.
He has stated that he
Wow.
won't vote for Edgar into the
Dude,
Hall of Fame
are you-
because
are you
Edgar wasn't
serious?
respected by the pitchers of his era.
Are you serious? I didn't even know that, and I didn't like him because of the Sonics. Now, I just
Maybe
I have
you
a
should
very
talk to
high-
the hitters of the era because the hitters are
my
like,
man.
Talking
No,
about
seriously.
my man.
the, the counterbalance that's been put
No,
out
my man.
anytime
Wow.
is the Mariano Rivera quote where
Yeah.
the greatest closer of all time said that Edgar was the best hitter that he ever faced.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's the Sonics Arena aspect.
And that's
And
what
that's,
I'm
I think, the
Unbelievable.
part that will, unfortunately for him,
you know,
like,
I might have
let's
to
step
turn
back a
off my
second.
microphone at
That
a
is
time.
it is. That is probably what's gonna hurt him the most. Is his Sonics point of view.
Right. Okay. Okay. Calm down. It's okay. All right. Yeah, but that's just it. Why is
Unbelievable.
why are the city looking at? Why is Ed Murray looking at the Key Arena again?
Because it's there.
Somebody wants money on that side of town.
Let's just say for a second that's not the case.
We'll play it
Okay.
up and up. Fine.
If following the vote no last year, okay, again.
Yeah, again.
Following the vote no and vacating streets, just so everyone's clear, is a really, really big deal. It's the last thing they ever want to do.
Yeah.
They don't want to vacate the street at the whatever it is. What is it? A
Occidental.
2,000,
I drive that street.
2,000 hotel room
It's a cheap
hotel
street. It's a very cheap street.
at 8th and Howell.
Yeah.
They didn't vacate the alley. Like the hotel's going to be built over it. It's still going to bisect that lot that the new hotel is going on at 8th and Howell. So like where the Greyhound station used to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
The way they're
yeah.
building the massing, there's still going to be a way for essentially trucks
They
to go
are?
through. Yeah.
'Cause if you
they
go up-
don't. But you don't want to kill all the alleys in your city. You
No,
don't.
I agree,
It's
but
bad.
go up
Down
to-
there in 2 seconds, I would do it.
But go up to 8th and between Seneca and
Whoa.
Spring, and they are vacating that. They're
I know.
vacating that.
I know.
For
it's,
building.
it's really hard
For
to do.
apartments.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but like, if you want to follow the way they voted on other things in the city,
It looks okay on this side.
if you want to follow things that have been voted on by the city elsewhere,
Yeah.
they're being consistent with 2016. So they're saying, okay, guys, Soto's not the solution. The people want us to bring in a great arena, a great venue where we could have basketball.
And
we all
hockey.
miss our Sonics. We'd love to have hockey, and so on and so on and so on. So they're basically doing all their work that they can in order to make the land that's already plotted out for this work for that. So
Okay.
like, just pretend you understand why for a
No,
second.
I understand why.
But then
But try and drive in Queen
you
Anne
can't drive around
anywhere,
there now.
any time of the day.
I was there earlier.
Just remember, they've finished that hundreds of millions of dollars project, and it's saved an average of 2 seconds.
On Mercer?
Yeah, the Mercer
Hey, guess
mess.
what? I sit in that almost every single day. You go there at 2 in the morning, and it still takes you 10 minutes to get from Key Arena
It's actually
to 9
weird.
to I-5. Because they're timed wrong. They've got
I know
new
it's-
cell phone technology
It's
that...
not
that-
just
that-
about timing them.
No, at 2 o'clock in the morning it is. At 2 o'clock in the morning, supposedly they have some new technology that lets them sense when cars are coming based on cell technology that should flip the lights. No, it doesn't work. I can tell you from firsthand experience as someone who drives there literally every day.
I made a
Doesn't
joke
work.
the other day
What?
trying to be obnoxious, and I said, like, you couldn't have a fun run now in South Lake Union and not destroy traffic.
Yes, correct.
You
The
and
Seattle
that's,
Marathon
That's okay.
killed it.
Like, it's okay to have traffic and whatever.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean this is where you want to. Like, we're not putting 17,000 people there. What are we doing 5 times
Yeah,
a year?
okay,
Okay,
a
so-
dozen. But just
So that's the Key Arena and Soto debate as we try to circle down. to
But
our
we were
Sounders
putting
game
17,000
Right, that's
people
fine, but
41 times a year.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're doing maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
thought. They got a couple concerts, but
But my
so that's
my
part
biggest,
of the like. So now we've got
Jeff Baker.
two of the reasons why
Right.
people don't like Jeff Baker.
Yes. But I want to finish one sentence on
Edgar.
that.
2,
The
Key
Key
versus
Arena.
Soto.
Key versus Soto. But I want to talk about just Soto for a minute. Chris Hansen delivers on a silver platter a privately financed building, and he wants to build
Wants to pay for the damn
the $20 million
vacation and
overpass.
whatever.
Pay for the vacation,
Right.
plus build the overpass that the port wants to make it so that the trucks don't have to stop over the train tracks there. Where's the problem?
Well, in the past, and they backed down on this. In the past, one of them was that they wanted to use the city's credit rating rather than their own private credit rating.
Oh, for the financing?
yeah, for the
But they're
financing.
going to private finance it.
Last year, he pulled out of that and said, "You know what? We're now in an economy where I can get the private
Yeah.
financing on par with the city.
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
Yeah.
And so he got rid of that, which that was a major
Yeah, absolutely.
obstacle, but they got rid of it.
Yep.
Now it's just this petty thing that the Seattle Times and the Port has against sports.
And rue the day, gentlemen. And maybe they've backed off, but the rue the
They
day.
backed down a little bit just because they've had a change in ownership.
Yeah.
The new owner isn't as strongly opposed.
I'm still not. Oh, I know. I'm
Okay.
still. I still dislike that decision and
Yes.
There we
the
are with
ownership for that, very
two of
much
the
so.
reasons why people don't like Jeff Baker. We did kind of a third one where people said that he had too negative of coverage.
Yes.
I have strong thoughts about that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Your Seattle Mariners were complete and utter shit while Jeff Baker was in charge.
Fair
How
enough.
was he supposed to be? Oh, let's be happy about this team. You shouldn't have been happy about this team. It was a
Marijuana?
garbage team that is the longest without a playoff run in Major League Baseball. You don't want a positive take then. They don't deserve a positive take then.
Man,
Yeah.
be
If they
careful,
want
Tom.
positive takes,
You
they
might
should be
get
over
hot. You got
81 and
me burnt.
81.
It's so hot right
That's
now.
when you earn a positive take.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go.
So that's not a reason to hate Jeff Baker.
We'll edit that in post.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he still has a negative approach and a negative tone
I got
in
another
everything
one.
he writes.
I'm okay. I'm
Right
actually
now.
okay
Today.
with
Go
people
ahead.
being negative because honestly,
No,
like when you talk
negativity's
about
fine.
culture and like food
Do you
and other
read
things
my
in
Twitter
Seattle,
feed?
in my opinion, people are not negative or critical. I appreciate it when someone says like they're happy to take in the past. It's like Jack Z or whoever to task. Like who didn't always get it.
I would agree with that. I wasn't talking about just the Mariners area. I'm talking about, it seems like in my feed,
Well, all he's
it was
done
all
is
negative. Is
Mariners
bash Soto.
and business of
And
sports.
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Now, there is some latent Jeff Baker negativity that is undeserved.
Good use of the word
What's
latent.
that? Yes.
And that's his attacks early when he first got here. He's anti-blog. And he went after Lookout Landing and USS Mariner in ways that, frankly, you'd have to question like his professionalism.
The same way
fake
that he's
news,
probably criticizing
fake
Richard
news,
Sherman.
generating conversations that I supposedly intercepted and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Put
Yawn.
words in their mouths and created a basically he amplified the traditional media versus blog vibe
Fair enough.
in baseball.
Okay.
Now, in baseball, that's very strong. It took the Baseball Writers Association of America until just a couple years ago to recognize online writing as worthy of a Hall of Fame vote. Jeff Baker's very old school in that. I got bad news for Jeff Baker. If you want to talk about blog versus traditional journalism in
Soccer?
the Sounders environment, and he thinks going after. Well,
Wait, you mean the
we're ready.
outlets that anyone's actually going to follow, basically, from now on?
I mean,
I'm not exaggerating. In my opinion, I think the readership of Seattle Times,
No,
who, by the way, I do pay the few bucks a month to
why?
have
Yeah,
access to it
Took
online
it from earlier
because I
last
like
year.
having access to the newspaper and making
no,
sure it doesn't
it is
ever
from
go out
today,
of
this morning.
business or that we don't ever not have a paper.
I'm reading
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I have no interest in getting Sounders news from the Seattle Times the moment that
I
Matt
know.
Pence
I
leaves.
definitely need another shot.
and we
Same.
had, and I need
That's-
to be
yeah.
clear, we do not have a traditional versus blog
No.
attitude at
No.
Center Hurt. Jose Romero, when he left, he was the first beat guy for the MLS.
Shout out to
Sounders.
Jose Romero. I actually got a subscription because of him.
Yeah.
Like 2009 or 2010.
His going away party. He made certain to invite me. We covered the team together.
Yeah.
When we talk about Josh Byers,
don't.
Yeah.
the two of us
You mean Matt
quoted
Pence.
and linked each other all the time. BM Vaughn's comment. Jeff, if you're watching, good evening.
I'm sure Jeff is watching. For sure.
We
In prep for
referenced
him as a
and
join
did
us.
each other. Matt and I have a wonderful relationship.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I was employed the entire time that Matt was the beat guy, so
Right.
I don't know him as well as
Yeah.
as the two who I wasn't employed during their time. But we have a symbiotic relationship. We tend to look for different stories
Yeah.
Let's
and
go.
approach things a little bit differently.
Right. Which is what you need
yeah,
in a
it's gonna be
community and
fun.
an environment. You need to have different voices. You want to have different voices. But like you said, unless I'm accidentally shown or put towards the articles, I have no way of seeing it because I blocked him a long time ago because I don't want to see his negative feed in there in my feed. So
Maybe he
I'm not
blocked
sure.
you too.
No, he didn't.
Dude,
'cause I can
if
still
I
see
blocked
it.
everybody who I didn't want to see a negative feed about, I'd no longer follow you.
Well, then you shouldn't. You should do it.
I like your
Well,
negativity.
I'm
I
going to
love
block
man.
you right now so you can't see it.
Thing just escalated real quick, yo. It just escalated real quick.
Okay, now let's talk about the draft.
Yes.
Follow that up with the draft. Comments?
Wait, we're going to talk about soccer?
Yeah.
Soccer? What?
I have
soccer?
one
See,
comment.
someone tweeted him today multiple
I have
times.
one comment, and in all seriousness, like I saw the pick come through, and I was like, I want to just be there where we all go, na sink 'em! Because that shit's happening.
Yes, it has to.
You know it's
Yeah.
coming.
So, Dave, from a professional blogger standpoint, not a traditional mediaist, how would you feel? How do you feel about the draft? I don't know.
No, that was good. That was good. I liked it. Exactly what you.
It-
Yeah, that was good.
Kind of filled a couple needs.
Okay.
I'm rather surprised they went for a needs-based.
A center back.
draft because they've got enough top-end talent that they didn't need to look at. They could have just gotten the best player available.
Yep.
But they clearly wanted a center back when you look at how they approached their trade with Red Bull.
Yeah.
To get that allocation, it was like, hey, we have 2
75K.
center backs
Yep.
we want. You're going to get one of them. These other guys aren't, and so
Yeah.
we're going to get one of the 2 guys we want. And then they got the one that they prefer out of it.
Yep.
And to me, I didn't really look at that roster and think to myself, do needs-based decisions. I would have rather them gone for best available player. Basically, outside of keepers, they have depth issues everywhere.
Depth issues everywhere. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not surprised they picked up a defensive midfielder. That's like the biggest hole.
Yep.
They've got a bigger hole there than they do it.
Mathers.
Evans
Jovan Jones when he moves up?
can step not as a defensive mid.
yeah. He's pushing.
Evans once in a while maybe
Yeah.
if he's not the right back, and then Mathers and Dellum
Mathers.
as two
Dellum.
are going to try to
To fill that spot.
win a spot
You
there,
know-
and they're going to be competing now with the second Damaduro.
Yeah.
There's
Dellum,
my
yeah.
S2 shout out. Mathers was pretty darn good last year. He
Yeah.
was definitely the
Well,
second best S2
I mean,
player
he
behind
was
Alfaro.
supposed to be good.
I thought
I don't think he was as good as
Schweitzer.
Ojong, who's
Ojong,
no longer
yeah.
on the
Ojong.
roster.
But
I think he was
where's Ojong
comparable
now?
to Schweitzer.
Ojong only played half
They
the
cut him.
season.
No, he missed 3 games.
He didn't play the whole.
Yeah. Now, I love their center mids when they had Ojong, Schweitzer, and Mathers. I thought that was the best
The 3.
trio of their
Yeah.
centers. But Mathers with S2 played as the attacking mid,
Yeah, he
and
did.
he won't be able to get away with that
No.
at the MLS
He's a
level.
big
he doesn't have the
guy.
speed or vision for it.
Yeah. I just like his tenacity, man. When he played, he was
I think
vicious.
I think he can be
Kinda
a
like your
decent
boy.
deep player. But for me, Ojong at only 19, I'm rather surprised he's not there
Yeah.
because
I
he
agree,
is a
man.
guy that-
He was an eye popper. Like, oh, damn. Oh,
that's my
Did
strong
Brendan
thoughts
tweet
on
that?
this too.
like it, love it. Let's go.
We're having him on the show.
Oh, we are. I
I'm
agree.
going to actually work on that right now.
Now it's all a Stanford lineup.
While
up
you
in
guys
here.
are talking about
How many players
people
now?
with
4
apostrophes in their
Stanford
name.
players?
4 on the roster, and then obviously Taylor and Roger used to be on the roster, also out of Stanford.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, they got a Stanford thing going on right now.
Okay. All right. Well, you weren't here last week. We talked a little bit about the off-season moves, kind of what's happened. We felt there wasn't a lot of surprises. There's not really a lot of shock. Maybe some emotional feels and stuff that hurt, emotionally. But do you have any insight or any comments you want to make, Dave, on the kind of where we are as a team roster? You talked a little bit about, you alluded to it a little bit there about our depth issues, or maybe perhaps,
and
or
I mean,
you're talking about the 18 to 24 guys, or you're talking about the 14 to 18, or like where? Anything you want to say about the roster, kind of where we sit?
for me, the roster at like the top 13, 14 is really strong.
Okay.
It's that end of the 18, the end of the bench right now is
Yeah.
where I have the question.
A huge drop.
Yeah.
Some of those might be answered if Kovar does better. If Tolo, Nuhu Tolo,
Yeah.
I think he belongs in an 18. And then if
Really?
one of, as like a bench speed
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there,
yeah.
They gave him an S1 contract, right?
They gave him the opportunity
they
to
give
come
him the
do.
He's
Oh,
currently not under contract with either.
Interesting.
But he's going to have the opportunity to make the first team.
Him and Ben.
Tolo,
Got it. Okay.
Or Mathers.
Mathers and Dellum, Jordy Dellum,
Yeah.
who played most of his time at center back, but they say his future is going to be as a defensive mid.
So is
Yeah.
Kovar back? Because wasn't he at
Germany
He was in
or
Hibernians,
Scotland
and then he was at
Wales,
Okay.
which club?
Cardiff, not Swansea.
Oh, that's what it was. Cardiff. Okay.
Yeah, like he does his annual trip to the UK
Yeah.
that like the trialing team gets to pay
Yeah.
for, but
Right.
he never goes there permanently. So I have a feeling he'll be.
He has
back.
the right hairstyle though to play there.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually really like Kovar.
Me
I
too.
do too.
And he's somebody that, like a S2, that when he's been healthy and he wasn't rehabbing something,
Right.
like, in my opinion, he looks better than not just like our players, like than a lot of players playing in the USL. Like
Yeah.
he just
Even
he
the- even
looks
Why is he in
a
this
level
minor
up.
league?
Yeah.
Seriously.
And that's okay because they're getting him minutes and they're
Yep.
getting him,
Yep.
in the game. Even the same with like Alfaro after he was playing with the big club
Yeah.
and coming back. Like you're giving him some minutes and
Yep.
getting him in the game.
If you look at what
But I don't know what to do with him.
what Aaron did last year, where they tried to convert him into a forward when they were doing the 4-3-3. and that he's never been a forward before.
No.
And he did. Now his aim was a little bit off, but he managed to get some space off and
He
get
did.
those shots a
Yep.
couple of times.
And a couple of good
They use him
passes.
as an
Oh my
inverted
God,
winger,
there was
which
one
I
he should have
don't think
made.
is his best
Yeah.
spot. He's got to be on the left this coming season.
Yep.
Yes.
In order to be great.
Yep.
I would rather him play as a left back than a right wing in the future.
Yeah.
But really, that left wing, left mid.
But
is his
memes
heart.
aside, like he's not somebody who's like he's out there in the starting 11 or he's in the 18 that I'm like, oh, what are they doing there?
No,
Like,
no.
I feel pretty good when
You know
he's
what
out
he's
there.
got. He's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a solid defender, unlike
But actually wants
most
to
of the people in
play
that band of
both
three.
ways.
He enjoys playing both ways. More like Nico, the only other guy in that band of three that really defends well. Like, because if we look, we've got Alvaro, no defense well.
No.
Harry Shipp doesn't really defend well. Clint, when healthy, won't defend well.
Yep.
So
Nico.
the rest of that band of three, you've got Nico and Aaron. Those two will work their ass
So
off.
they're running.
on
They're
the ball.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Up
it's good.
and down. I mean, Jesse said he works and works and works and works and works. And it's true. That's one of the things about Kovar we like.
I like
He's not
the way
afraid
you
to
work.
move.
My godson played
I was
club
shocked
with him.
he was anywhere near the
diggity.
field after seeing him get hurt on that shitty field in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you got rocked. Like,
Yeah,
we're in
yeah.
a little stadium and we're like, that dude's not coming back
Yeah.
anytime soon. And, it's crazy to see somebody come back from that and
Yeah.
frankly, hopefully, still be around to be a part of, the roster moving forward. So we got about 20 minutes left.
We do.
Things are happening.
Things are happening.
Oh my.
Things are happening.
Things are happening.
Berliner. There's some declarations
my
happening.
Now we're having sound shots.
Sounders shots.
Dave.
Oh, me again.
But that time our bill was nothing.
Like right here, right now, we're
you.
actually creating a surge price on
On
Uber in Renton.
You might have to take me home. Let me rephrase that. You might take me right home.
Yeah. I'll take you home, buddy.
I'm totally looking forward
You're in
to
this
staying
game.
here 90 minutes.
No,
after
exactly.
The
We're going to
episode.
be here
Yeah.
singing for an hour. Cheers.
Happy birthday, Hugo.
Happy birthday,
Salute.
Hugo.
Happy birthday, Aaron, Mark, everybody.
Saludos.
Cheers, cheers.
Soon
Oh my
to be
goodness.
happy birthday, SonarFeed.
Night, guys.
What? Oh, cheers. All right, so yeah, we only have about 20 minutes left. You are correct.
We could just go till like 11.
Go till 11. Well, we probably could.
Yeah.
Rambling
Anyway.
on. We've only talked soccer for what, 5 minutes, so that's cool. It's probably enough, right? Is that good enough tonight?
Maybe.
Do we have anything? Do we have any
there's a
soccer?
couple of specific things.
Good.
So
The
we're
Zach
gonna
Scott
do.
Memorial.
Let's go with Zach Scott testimonial.
Aaron,
Has something changed that I don't know about?
Josh Mayer's called me.
So anyway, so Zach Scott
There
testimonial,
you go.
which you can go to, I believe it's MrSounder.com.
Oh my
Just
god.
make sure that
Joshua?
works.
Where's Joshua?
Yeah, Josh Mayer.
MrSounder.com, and you can buy your tickets for the Zach Scott testimonial.
there's some pretty cool players they've got there.
There
so
are.
far.
So we'll have Taylor and Roger, not unsurprisingly,
Let's go.
which we should
Cam
talk.
Weaver got announced officially.
That Cam Weaver guy.
Let's
nice.
go.
You might remember
Um,
him from, winning the Rookie of the Year at that league while Zach Scott was a defender behind him,
That's right.
and
Wow.
for his cameo in MLS Sounders.
And we have some goalkeepers. I think that did we talk about that last week? I feel like we did.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
mentioned it.
we said
So
we're going to talk about it every week.
Casey and the answer to
Keller.
all Sounders trivia questions, Marcus
Treehouse
Hanneman,
Who I
Treehouse Man.
Another question for that answer is, who did Hugo give his beer to after penalty?
Marcus
Was that your
Hanneman.
beer?
Yeah.
That
Was
was
that
your
actually
beer?
you?
Yeah.
No way.
I was in the beer garden. Yeah.
This
dude.
actually makes
Yeah.
the story
I was
so
there.
much better.
I didn't know it was your beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
In all seriousness, we've all thought it was just some random
dude.
person.
no.
Yeah.
I was there. It was me.
This changes the story
A lot.
so
Yeah.
much.
You remember that
In
time
fact,
you and I were there at the Open Cup? and
you
we gave
could
him
be
that beer?
totally lying
Totally
right
it.
now,
no.
and it would be super cool.
He's been lying all damn night. So
So anyway, so that's happening March 1st, coming up. But more importantly, Sounders check into Starfire next Monday, and we're doing first practice on Tuesday.
Boom.
So
The
10,
only day
boom.
this month I can't go.
Let's pull back the veil a little bit. You just said they check in on Monday, but first practice. So
Well, Monday is weigh-ins
The
and
event-
physicals and blah, blah,
the
blah.
event known as first practice.
Yes.
So our options were
No.
Tuesday or Wednesday
And
for
I said
actual
Wednesday.
training.
Yeah.
I voted Wednesday.
Hey, that's great that you voted
And-
Wednesday.
And
To
we do
myself.
know that like a vast majority of the team has been there
Already.
training.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Right.
cool. Like it came out that Clint has basically
Yeah.
spent the entire offseason
Here training.
working on figuring out if he's going to play.
So
or not.
Tuesday,
Fry showed
Tuesday
up.
the 24th,
Hey, I'm going to hang out with you.
We'll be there, probably by 9-ish. And then about 10:30 we expect to start seeing the players come out. So next Tuesday, so
Can you
week
take
from
pictures
tomorrow.
for me? Because I'll be volunteering at my kid's school that
I mean,
day.
you could probably get someone to volunteer
I'm
for
sure
you,
you'll
but no
see
one
a
could grow
couple
facial
tweets
hair
or not,
quick
or
enough.
two.
You're gonna get thrown out for looking like the Unabomber anyway. So
Wow.
The sounder Unabomber.
Is Santa
It
Claus
went from
available
Santa
to fill
Claus
in? Yes.
to the Unabomber in 2 weeks.
So next
Wow.
week, so let's just get this up
You're hurtful.
for a second here.
Yeah. Your
comments are
Next
hurtful.
Tuesday is first. You have players
days.
are on the
Figure it
field.
out.
Wow.
Okay,
That's crazy.
that's how close we
That
are
is
to the
fu-
season.
That is freaking. That's crazy. We
Do you
just
think
were
their
in Toronto
practice
like
uniforms
yesterday.
will have
Weren't we just in
stars?
Toronto yesterday?
Yeah.
I hope so.
It feels like we were
If
just
not,
winning
we're
the cup in
fucking
Toronto
giving them the
yesterday,
stars.
last night.
So
Excuse
anyway,
me, sir. I noticed you didn't have a star. Let me fix that.
here's
for you.
one. So anyway, so that's next week, and then we are still talking about FIFA, Aaron.
Yes.
FIFA tournament.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're still talking about that, right?
We are. Yeah. So the date is to be determined. We met last Tuesday night after the show. We had a
Powwow.
I say very productive powwow as we looked at the 2017 SonarFeed season, if you will.
Yes.
And what's it coming, what we're doing. I'm going to write a post on our Patreon.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk
this
about
week.
some goals.
You're
and
gonna
Yeah,
things.
but I
some
want to say I
audio.
want to do a Patreon, maybe
Yeah.
show those guys, and then we can talk more about
Yep.
it.
You guys
But
are gonna
there's
see some
definitely
audio available.
improvements on the show, maybe some more gear upgrades,
Yes.
some little things. Tom's going to help take over a lot of the
iTunes.
a lot of the guests getting all the guests booked, so we can book them further in advance and kind of get all that going.
Will you be able to book me?
When do I start getting
Yeah.
When do you start get paid for driving Tom? Let me see here. Never.
We could get
get
you
the
I could
pleasure
get-
of
I
his
could get you
company.
a German beer every Monday. How about a German
There you go.
beer?
Let's do that.
every Monday?
German beer every Monday. Okay.
This is when Mark realizes that the bar gives him beer.
Yeah. Exactly.
By the way, shout out to the Berliner.
Yes. Yes.
The Berliner Pub. It's in Renton,
It
off
is.
of Maine.
221 Main.
No, seriously, guys. Like the
We
Berliner
do
Pub
have
is like
across the street. There's a
real
nice
deal.
library, or 2 blocks over.
Most beautiful. That's Beth off air
Wow.
telling us that it's the most beautiful library in
got
Washington
voted
State.
as
Really?
It was voted
This
in
year?
as- I can't remember.
2016,
Who
no
voted
17.
on that?
They picked the most beautiful
People in
library
Renton?
every state in the Renton King County Library branch.
So
Nice.
Let's be
Wow.
honest. The
But
Renton
so the
Library
tournament.
has won
FIFA
that
tournament.
award
We're gonna do the
basically
FIFA tournament.
every year that it wasn't
It's
under
going
construction.
down.
here.
Yeah.
Other than when Seattle
Yeah.
Central
It'll be
was
here
Bring it.
in the Berliner.
Berliner Pub.
We had 3 dates
Love that library.
ish picked out.
Yes.
The first one's off the table.
No.
You mean we're not going to do it next week?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. I know you're heartbroken.
Conversation.
The second one is off the table, most likely, but
No.
it's still a possibility
The one that we really liked.
that we liked mostly.
Ah.
There's a third date, and it's going to be in a couple of months.
That third one's a good date.
That should be a good date. You got to confirm a few things, but it should be a good date. So
What do we have to confirm?
I just want to make sure that would be a reasonable thing with the people
You can't have too many
that
stars.
are
So we're
part
going to
of
make
it.
one phone call.
Correct, one phone
Right.
call.
So let's not talk about this because we're
Yeah.
inside baseball right now.
Yes.
Um,
The bottom line is the tournament's going to happen, though. People have been asking about it. The tournament will happen.
Yes.
It will not happen on the same
Thank
schedule that
you.
it happened in the past.
In advance to all the people that want to volunteer or
Yes.
showed interest in helping volunteer.
Exactly.
We will need your support, and we
talk-
will be
I
reaching
mean,
out.
you could just
No.
do your call to action right now.
Yeah, I
Whatever,
did.
leave
I
your
tweeted the
sweet-
first one out right before
Yes,
the
we
show.
will be.
The thing
Mark.
is, so I talked to Lamar today. He's in. he's helping us with a couple of logistic things that need to happen.
You guys are gonna like it.
And I think it'll be positive. He told me a couple of the things that he has.
Aaron actually went to Montreal today.
Yes,
I did. I
he
was
did.
in
To
Montreal
see
to have
Lamar.
coffee with Lamar. That's a
With
fun
Mark.
Yeah, Mark. I was in Montreal today. Did you know that? I was having coffee with Lamar.
With Lamar
Josh
Nagel.
Myers was.
Josh says hi, by the way. So the Lamar told me of 2 things he has for the raffle, on top of one that I asked him for as well. And the one was an out of the blue one I didn't know about. It's pretty cool.
Bill
It
Hamid.
may be a jersey of a player that was one of the biggest early signings of the team.
Wow.
Kind of a gentleman who came back from
Wow.
Europe to play for us. That is a signed jersey, like authentic jersey from the Sounders.
Wow.
Is it Eric Freeberg?
It was Eric Freeberg. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. He's playing in the testimonial.
Was it
not
the
memorial,
underwear
but he's
model?
playing
One of the
in
ones
testimonial.
on
The
Oh.
underwear model. The underwear model.
No, the guy who looks like you head-wise, same haircut as you.
So fresh and so clean.
Yeah, anyways. There's lots of good stuff there. We are going to do it. It will be
Coming
very
soon.
nice.
So
Coming soon.
we can't. I don't think we can commit to a date.
Stay
but
tuned.
No.
Maybe next week
Just
we'll
know
know.
it's coming. You gotta
I-
follow
oh,
SonarFeed
wait.
to know.
There's more.
SonarFeed will be the
There
first
actually
place
is
to know.
I hope it'll be a couple other things. We wanted to do it next month. I don't think it's going to work realistically, so it's probably going to be, we'll call it within the first month and a half of the season.
Let's go.
If you understand basic math
Yes.
and where your team is not on certain days,
Yes.
you can probably
Figure
guess
it out.
which
Yep.
day we're targeting
Yeah.
right now.
May or may not
It's
be after a couple of
not
home
the
games.
day before YachtCon, which we
No.
should talk about.
That was one of them. We did. We talked. So YachtCon happens on
yes, the 12th
the 12th. That was going to be our 200th episode on the 12th.
was.
You should just do it at YachtCon.
Now it's gonna be.
That would actually be amazing.
Oh my God.
The parking lot.
We actually have been joking about the next few shows, doing them as like
Why
0.2
not?
each
Why not?
until we get to that weekend, and then being like February 11th, February 12th,
Yeah.
and be like, oh, it's the 200th episode. Didn't No Saudietis though like skip a bunch of episodes and just like call?
The live show that they
The
did
live
for
show,
200 with like
200 or
Alexi,
whatever.
Adrian, and Taylor.
But it was
Taylor,
like
yeah.
it was actually like 194
Yeah.
or something.
They had some unnumbered episodes.
Yeah. So do we. Like 30.
Anyway,
All right. So we're doing it live from the Queen Anne Beer Hall parking lot.
Feb 12, be there.
You'd be on the steps
Mark.
in the back of the beer hall.
Mark is excited. Mark
Yeah.
stayed up.
Which yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Or King County Library, you can actually check out a hotspot. Hot tip. Boom.
Dude, we might actually fuck that up.
No kidding.
You can't put a hold on them, so it doesn't really fucking.
Let's do a show from like Yakima.
Let's do it.
Why not? We tried to
Yep.
once. Second time we nailed it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Shoot. All right.
Let's go wine tasting and then do a show. Like
What-
Speaking
after.
of,
I
we
mean-
need to talk about that after.
What else do we want to
Recognize
do? Talk about tonight.
Clint
I am
Mathis,
going to
apparently.
announce a Sounder Heart at the Stars date
Oh,
coming
nice.
up.
Good. What day?
It's going to be a Friday night,
Okay. What day?
February
10th.
19th, 18th, 17th,
24th.
24th.
Yo.
Sounder Heart Night at the Stars.
Nice.
You're going to get yourself a fucking trucker's cap
Trucker's Cap.
and a ticket for 16, and it's 2 for 1 beer night.
There we go.
Whoa. Oh my
Wow.
God. We are all going to need a
We're
Lyft or
going
a
to
Uber.
do
I'll be
some
driving
other
that.
awesome
Yes.
stuff. We have a commitment.
Aaron's
that
going to
at
go
least-
rent like a giant SUV.
We have a commitment that at least one player will enter the stands post game to
Nice.
just chat with us for a little
Nice.
bit.
Good.
We're going to do an on-field photo,
Yep.
kind of like Sarah's group did.
Nice.
And we'll have some other stuff
Very
because it's Sounder Heart, and we like to blow the shit up. Like if we do stuff, we do it big.
Yeah, you guys do.
Obviously, like,
I like it.
you guys are going to come to YachtCon. There's going to be 400 of you.
Nice. I like it.
I don't have a sneak peek right now, but I saw it, and the Campeones swag coming out from Bara.
It's hot.
It's going to be pretty sweet. It's going to be limited amounts,
So buy it now.
pretty much. Yeah,
Not now. Can't buy it now.
As soon as it comes out.
as soon as it comes
What if
out.
we just give Hugo money now?
Yeah.
Are they making the long sleeve shirts with the sound, like the names on the arm again?
No.
He's like, no,
Comments.
we're not doing
No
that.
comment.
What do you mean?
No comment.
Tom, anything else on your world?
I will show you the nice
No,
skin.
Zach's got stuff we talked about. First practice next week. I mean, that's
Tuesday.
kind of Tuesday. So that's where to be. Honestly, this is back to what first practice was before the last 2 seasons, where we were able to make that weekend work just because the calendar worked out that way.
We didn't get to troll.
This is what it was before. Just get people to show up. I mean, honestly, first time you're going to get to see players since MLS Cup celebration.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Parade, yeah.
Parade,
Yeah. I expect it to be fun. Whether it's 20 people or 200, it's going to
Yeah,
be
it doesn't
awesome.
matter, yeah.
Like,
And
there's one other thing to pump. March 19th is the home opener.
Yep.
It's a full stadium match. You're a season ticket holder. They've asked you, do you want more to bring your friends? Bring your friends. Bring your friends. That's a championship.
I remember that.
Time to
was-
start. Like if it, maybe you've laid low on the whole soccer evangelism thing for a while. It's time to be an evangelist again.
Yeah.
Celebrate
Let's
that star.
go.
Celebrate it together. They're
LFG.
going to come back. They're going to have 2
like
road
that.
games. They might have 0 points. They might have 6. That doesn't matter. What matters is on March 19th, you're celebrating December 10th.
Is that banner going down?
I don't know that, but if they're opening the whole, we don't normally open. They don't normally open the whole stadium early in the year.
yeah, and we have
There's a reason they're doing it.
7 Mariners nights, 7 days with Mariners, including one that it's at the same time. Yeah.
Wow.
So the thing that's important on this, it's like if you want to be weird, creepy, skeptical numbers person, March 19th, 2009.
I was there. 3-0.
First Sounders match ever.
Yeah.
Wait,
I was
Freddie
there.
Montero's going to be there to score the first goal again?
I mean, you could text him. He's hanging out
In what minute?
right now.
I don't remember.
Anyway,
Might have left.
11.
so,
Sorry.
but March
Could be a
19th,
minute.
2009,
Right
and then the next time this Red Bulls open the season in Seattle, Seattle's just won MLS Cup. It's kind of cool.
That's pretty badass.
Whether anyone did that on purpose or not doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Pretty
It's
badass.
kind of a cool
It
thing.
is kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be there.
How about
be there.
9?
No question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the Seahawks banner, Super Bowl banner get unveiled. I will never forget that day.
Yeah.
I highly recommend we are all going to be
Yep.
there, but like literally like bring anybody.
So let's just. The last thing I have to say is this. Before I moved here, I read a funny article. I can't remember where it was about how bad of a sports town Seattle was, and it was part sarcasm, part like the Seahawks were like off and on good in the late 2000s.
Yep.
Mariners were like
Awful.
random, like you have no idea what you're going to get
What
in
year
a given
did
year.
you come here? You still have,
09, I moved here.
Oh,
So
wow.
you came here during the Jeff Baker
It was-
era.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
you were
I-
here the year after our worst year
I had
ever.
Mariners tickets. I had season tickets in
Tom,
2010.
we were 4-12 with the Seahawks, 100 loss team with the Mariners, 0-12 with the Huskies.
Oh, God.
That
Oh,
and we lost the Sonics.
We lost a basketball team. Look,
and you came in.
yeah.
Who's the only team you got on 12 the back top?
Shut it.
Wow.
Who has trophies this year?
So anyway,
All right, Mark had a comment he wants
Yes,
to
he
make
did.
as his
yeah.
last comment.
I had a comment, but I'm just going to let
Who's the
Mark
only
talk
team in
now
the Pac-12
because
to
Oh, you
go
want to finish
12
your comment?
Mark?
it's fine.
Go ahead. Finish
No,
your comment.
no, it's fine.
I'm listening.
I asked.
It's fine. So look up in the rafters at CenturyLink Field the next time you're there.
Yep.
The next time you walk by, you can walk up in the parking lot. Look at the banners that are up there. You have the east side, you have Seahawks players.
Yep.
The west side, you have all the Seahawks stuff and the Sounders stuff that they've stacked up a lot
Yeah.
in the last few years.
Yep.
Right? Expect change.
I like that.
Oh.
I like that.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow. Wow.
I like it.
And the
If you guys
only
didn't hear
other
the
thing
other 4
is
times I said, wow.
Yeah, wow.
there are people, we've talked a little bit about this, there are people who don't buy Sounders merch, who are hardcore Sounders people.
Yep. Oh,
They're going to be buying
the kit.
jerseys next season.
Oh, yep. The kit,
I don't have one jersey.
And I'm not trying to be cautious because I've
I'm not a
only
jersey
seen the
guy,
like
man.
demo version.
Yep.
I haven't seen the like one that's probably sitting in somebody's office right now.
Right.
It's going
But
to
I
be
will-
awesome.
I've heard from everybody that's seen it that it is the most amazing jersey yet.
So
So people
just
saw
so
it?
like
Oh, yeah.
you
that
see it?
almost they planned that shit 2
Did you see
years
it?
out,
Oh, yeah, it's been 2 years.
18 months
you see
out.
it?
Yeah.
They've
seen it?
nailed the timing. Nailed the timing.
Oh my God. Oh
So
my
anyway,
God.
Dave,
Can
what
I
else
get
you got to say?
2? Oh, I can get 2.
Can I kick it?
Yeah.
Where'd I leave my wallet? Go ahead.
You lost your wallet?
Yeah, I left it in El Segundo, but go ahead.
Oh. What? You tossed to me, and I don't know what we're talking about.
I actually just said, do you have
this is a
anything else you
PG
want to
and
talk about?
Rated R family show. Calm down.
Because you said you were
Why don't
you
you
were saying
think
something.
about what you want to say?
Because you looked like you had something to say.
Nothing.
Nothing. You looked like you
Talk
were
to
going to
Mark
talk.
a little bit.
So
Mark, say, go ahead, Mark.
this Saturday,
10 a.m.
is it 10 a.m.
Judkin Park in Seattle.
Judkin Park. Very important thing going on. It's the Women's March. Be there. You all know what is coming for our upcoming president, and this is very important
Okay.
that we get out there and support the women in our lives and support the people in our lives.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay.
And tell them that we will not stand for getting rid of things that should not be gotten rid of without another plan.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. Okay, go ahead.
And I mean, the best way I can put that is go out there, support these women that are going to be out there. We're all one.
Word. On that note, lunch dinner with my parents. My mom showed me, hey son, look, I made this for. She made her hat. I didn't know what it was
I'll make you one,
until
Hugo.
I already found out what it was for. But it's a pink hat. My mom was knitting it. She made it.
Yeah. It's
all
a
pussy cat.
Pussy hat, yeah.
Yeah, and she made it for Penny. And I was like, what is it for? And I didn't get it. But then on my way to Penny's birthday lunch today, I was listening to NPR and I learned about that. And I was like, oh, cool.
You're actually allowed to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Good. I like it.
I like it, dude.
Okay.
So Monday we'll be in a very different country.
Yes. Yes.
But
This
not
is
the weekend because somebody's taking it off.
Well, that's what I said Monday for.
yeah, Monday. We'll be in different. Yes. So, since we're on a very depressing topic, I want to go ahead and come out right now and say this now. Your local dealer is not dealing this year. Just as an FYI.
Really?
Really.
What?
So you have to get your cookies elsewhere this year.
No!
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What happened?
When you go into
We're
7th
gonna have a
grade
talk.
and you do like 14 activities and school with 3 honors classes and everything
got a
else.
story.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. No. We can still find access to them.
Dude,
Yeah,
we
wait,
have
don't
cereal.
Don't talk about that.
We
You
have
still owe me for,
cereal
like,
coming
5
to
years
us,
worth
by
of
the way.
cookies, So don't even go there.
We have a cereal hookup still.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be fine.
Unbelievable.
But we're not going to directly.
It's
sell
not
them.
as convenient
So,
as this.
Yeah. So we made the choice, and I confirmed it for sure. But it just won't happen this year. So,
Wow.
2 soccer
That is a
clubs,
bombshell to
jazz
drop
bands,
on me like
yeah.
that at the end like that. Not even. You didn't even talk about this in the text group.
Yeah. Sorry. I just confirmed it yesterday.
You know
this
what?
morning.
Fuck Samoas.
Yeah.
No.
Samoa's fault.
You know what? Let me get one of those cookies, James.
All right. All right. So we are at the end of episode.
I got coconut cookies from Beth, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Team
like-
coconut cookies.
I won't
Samoas.
say what I was
Let's
going to
go.
say there.
No, that's how you started the show.
I know.
Don't end it that way.
Renton ahead of the curve with best cookies. Boom. We're done. All right.
Oh man, these are amazing.
Right now.
Let's go.
So next week's Aaron's birthday.
My birthday next week.
Who's
Get down
excited?
here. Come down here. Free shots for anybody that tugs his beard.
Wait,
It touches my beard.
Mark, hand me a cookie.
Tugs it.
Yeah.
Tugs it.
All right. So I guess we're gonna wrap up the show. It's just 9 o'clock now.
Really good.
Thanks all for coming out tonight here locally, obviously, as well as watching online. Hopefully, we'll have a few more notes for next week so we can talk about some things we're working on.
Yeah.
But I was hoping
There's
to
a
have
lot
ready,
going on.
But it's
Thank you for the
things.
birthday
a lot of
wishes,
moving
yo.
parts that are going on right now. So
Thank you
hopefully
for the
we'll get them
birthday
all
love. I
wrapped
really appreciate it. Like, it
Yeah.
really means a lot. And that means you guys are drinking again.
up. And thanks for you guys for watching out.
Ugo's
Looking out.
Ugo's quinceañera was amazing.
Just like these cookies.
So, yep. Good cookies.
We're out.
We're out. Let's go. We'll go into good night.
Later.
Thanks,
There you
guys.
go.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye, Dave.
Bye.